Good morning, David with Monofit Training Systems, and we're going to be doing 5-minute fundamentals, and today we're doing a balance movement. A lot of times people who haven't ridden a bike in a long time or done something that requires certain types of balance, they lose this. And one of the great things about balance, just like those of you who might be in my age range who maybe drove a stick shift car back in the day, you don't lose the ability to drive stick or ride a bike typically once you've acquired it. Balance is very much that way. A lot of people don't have it because they don't ever need it. So once you've learned how to walk, walking is easy. But if you've never done any kind of sport or activity that requires that you are balanced, you're gonna probably lose that. Most people don't put themselves into precarious situations on purpose, unless they're athletes or something like that. So, like surfers, for example, if you surf all the time, you have balance. You'd be able to teach lessons on balance. If you're a skier, whether it's water or snow skiing, skateboarder, anything like that, snowboarding, wakeboarding, all that stuff, that all requires balance. So fundamentally, you're not even thinking about it. You're just thinking about staying on that board or staying on those skis. But for everyone else who might have a regular job that they're in the office and they're sitting down a lot and they don't have to use their body to earn money and to walk around on top of things. Like, for example, firemen is another profession that probably requires balance. I've never been one, but it looks like a pretty damn precarious job. So I'm assuming that there's gonna be some balance issues, especially when you're carrying things. So what we're gonna do is called a bend and reach, and it's a very easy movement to do once you've gotten the hang of it, but it's gonna take a little bit of doing. So let me go ahead and grab a kettlebell, and I'm gonna show you a couple different ways to do the bend and reach. So it's a very simple movement. You stand right here in front of your kettlebell, put your hand up in the air and reach up. You get right on top of that kettlebell, pick this foot up here, descend, reach for it, and touch the handle. Come back up, woohoo! Do it again. Ideally, you want to not bend your arm. If you bend your arm, bend your elbow, then what happens is you kind of take away the challenge of the balance. Okay? Now, hopefully I can do this with my other side. I'm better on the left foot than the right foot. Okay, so you notice how my foot is not moving a whole bunch. I'm not like throwing it all over the place and trying to use it like a lever. I'm just keeping it tight to my body. Now, one of the things that's happening when you do this movement is your ankle is activating. A lot of people, when they're standing there just like normal, their ankles kind of rotate in. And what happens is your feet don't ever get strong, and they never really reach the kind of strength that they should have, so it makes balancing difficult, especially if you're caught off guard in a way where you need balance because you stepped on something slippery or something like that, right? Well, when it comes to this movement here, after you get good at it, then you could just get rid of the kettlebell and do it, maybe I'm not that good after all, where you touch the foot without needing the kettlebell as a target that's a little bit higher. Okay? Now, let's just say that you're having trouble with this movement. One of the things that you have to be really disciplined about is not counting 1 in a row reps unless that was done in control. And what I mean by that is this. You reach up, you touch the ground or you touch your shoe, you come back up, put your foot down. That's 1. What I don't want you to do is do this and then lose your balance and then count that as 1, because you didn't successfully pull off a balance move. So instead, you do it all with control. Here, put that foot down. What that has done is given your nervous system and the muscles and tendons, ligaments in your ankles and knee and hip, it's given them good feedback. And you're sending signals to your brain that you've done this right, and it gives you a little bit of confidence to keep trying it and trying it again. So try that. I would say 3 sets of 10 reps on each side should be plenty. and we'll see you at the next 5-minute fundamentals.